You want to see panic? You should have been on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange this morning. Germany won't panic, but they are fed up with Greece. The international money types aren't happy with America, and neither is Apple, looking at their sales numbers on the watch of the future. All right, back to work with the Money Master, the editorial director of the financial newsletter here at Newsmax. Jeff Yastine joins us on MidPoint. Let's see, around 11:30 Eastern time today, everything shut down. The WallStreetJournal.com crashed. Everybody stopped dead in their tracks. I guess, first of all, let's look at the numbers. A big dump today, what, like 1.5%?
Yeah, thereabouts. The Dow losing 262 points. We had the NASDAQ dropping 87 points. Fairly significant gain for that index. The S&P 500 down 34. And also oil continued its decline, down roughly 1% to just under $52 a barrel. So lots of red today on Wall Street, and I know we're going to talk about a bunch of the factors involved here.
Well, I guess that's just it in the factors, because first of all, is this large drop, 260 some odd points, is this in part due to what happened today? And how do they then in Wall Street, places like this, how do they have the mechanisms to stop this kind of panic from happening if it does happen again?
All right, the key thing to remember here is that the market sell-off today had nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with this NYSE shutdown. The thing you have to remember is that many or all of those NYSE listed stocks, the orders to buy or sell those can be filled on other computer exchanges around the US. So it was an NYSE problem, but it was not a Wall Street or national financial market problem. And the market was already down big when this NYSE outage happened. All this, today's decline, is related to the uncertainty about Greece, which we've talked about many times, and China's inability to stop its market from falling. You know, it's been in free fall. It's down over 30% now after this morning, or the overnight trading.
So two things on Greece. The Germans said they'd rather send humanitarian aid than forgive the debts. And late breaking, Greece says the banks will remain closed through Monday. What kind of an extra added effect do you think this is going to have tomorrow?
It's a Grecian standoff, I guess I'll call it, because what Germany wants to see, they're basically saying, hey, don't come back here to the table unless you have a serious proposal to make. And so far, even though from the reported items that are out there, that Greece supposedly is bringing a new 3-year plan that they want to get approved, if it doesn't have pension reform and tax reform in it, the EU is going to reject it. And then after that, supposedly, Sunday is the new final deadline. Okay, I'll take your word for it on this one. Yeah, final deadline. He said it was a soap opera yesterday, and it continues to be that. And unfortunately, our market is taking the hit because of it. All
right, 45 seconds here is about what I got left. Apple Watch failing. I mean, look, they went to 5,000 units a day. Weren't they getting like 30,000 at one point? So this is a bust.
Yeah, you know, I wonder about this story, though, because when you look at some of the groups that do cover Apple, there's one, Apple Insider, that I look at a lot. They're saying that this is actually misleading and that the data that the third party that's using this information, they're saying that actually there's a lot that could be wrong about that, and the fact that the Apple Watch is available only online for a long time. In other words, we're not seeing any real impact on this news to Apple stock, and therefore you tend to discount whether or not it really is as big as the headline makes it appear. Apple itself has not commented whatsoever on the watch sales.
And as you pointed out, it was a Palo Alto research company that came up with these numbers, so it is that third party as well. All right, we'll wait and see what happens. Don't wait. Go to Newsmax.com. Click on the Finance tab, 24/7, 365. Jeff Yastine and the crew will let you know what's happening there. Jeff, always a pleasure, my friend. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, find out what happens when a member of the media gets a real taste of the political process. That's coming up next, right here on MidPoint.